Hello and welcome to the next Let's Play Factorio. At the end of the last episode there, we just set up this nice layout that I was really impressed with. Really impressed myself here. And it started building us some chests, because we're going to need them. We are going to need them as we play along. So, yeah. Providers, requesters and storage chests. It's going to build them all for us. And the build speed is quite slow of it, but that's okay, because we're relying on the whole, it's going to build lots over a long period of time rather than tons in a short period of time. Now, what I'll do is I'll just do a quick run around of my factory to make sure everything's going smoothly. Now, if I was actually to actually that would hook up in there, but anyway. So we've got 20 megawatts coming out of the steam engines currently, and that's sitting quite nice. There's not really too much going on. When the daylight comes on, we'll have another look at that. Now we're getting plenty of iron ore in from over here. That's flowing through the factory this way. Now we've got a steel production resource over here. And we're producing quite a few, basically, as much as we can store. And I think what we might do is just actually restrict that to there, because that should be plenty. Whilst having a bit of draw on all these resources is a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you do too much of it. And what we might do is just redesign part of the factory now. And what we'll do is we'll call some of those requester chests that we've been making. We're going to call 5 of them to us, and we'll use them coming up shortly. So let's just check that we've got them in the... Yes, there's 8 in the system, which is wonderful. And we're going to request steel to this chest right here, and we're going to get rid of that. Or are we? No, we're not. I think we're going to keep it, actually, and we'll see why shortly. So what we're going to do is we're going to request 100 steel. There we go. 100 steel. That's going to keep putting it in. That's going to keep taking it out. Yeah. That's going to keep building it, and that's all fine. But what we're also going to see is, boom, there we go. Plenty of steel now, which means that as, if this ever gets low now, which it will, it's just going to get topped up with that steel coming from over here. And hopefully that's going to be a really nice design. And hopefully it'll also help this out and slow all of that down a little bit. Now we've got 20 of them just sitting there. Well, plenty of batteries coming through. Now what we needed to build was processing units. Now we need the sulfuric acid from just in here, and we need it to go somewhere else. So we'll do that actually down here, because if I remember correctly, yes, that's going to be in our logistics network, which is really nice. So we'll place this down. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do something like this. Now, if I ask you to build that, shift and that, and so what we'll do is we'll just spread this out a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Because what we'll do here is have fast inserters going like that, and then it's been a little while since I actually did a layout like this. Yeah, it's time. We can just pipe this down here, And what we'll do is we'll just go... We'll have to move them. That's okay. We have the technology. We can do these things. Pipe like that. Pipe like... Whoa! That's a bit wonky. Reminds me of that children's joke. What do you call a wonky with 3 legs? I've given away the punchline. What do you call a donkey with 3 legs? A wonky. It was funny the first 3 times I heard it. Okay, so we're going to need request the chest in here. And we're going to change this to a passive provider. And that'll request 5 of them now. Put down a passive provider. And we also need a power pole. Ta-da! Oh, that's not going to power everything because it's not connected to the rest of the network. You goose. Okay. So, what this will do now is when I actually tell it to request things, it'll request them and then it will build. So we're going to need 100. Actually, how much of each? 20 green and 2 advanced. Wow. So let's actually make this, say, 1,000. And we'll make, well, actually, 1,000 is probably a bit ambitious, really, isn't it? Let's say 500. That'll be more than enough. And we'll say 100 of these. Look at them all go. 41. 42. 17. And that will create a pretty big draw on the system, but we're going to need it very shortly. Okay, so piercing round, shotgun shells, landmines. Okay, off we go. Actually, what we'll do is 400 because that's 2 stacks, which is nice and neat. Factorio is a great game when you've got, like, you're a neat freak or you've got OCD. It just works brilliant for that kind of thing. And this is going to eat a ton of yeah, it's going to eat a ton of these circuits, but that's what you're going to have to live with. Now let's just have a look here. Yeah, we've got plenty of circuits in the logistics system, which is nice. We're gonna need all of them. Now, what we're gonna actually do is just increase the intelligence a little bit of this system. We're gonna say don't work when there is, or only work when there's less than 500 processing units in the system, and we're gonna shift and copy those instructions across. So when this hits 500, which is a huge amount, but should be enough, that will stop working basically, which is going to be fairly important because that is a big drain on green circuits. Now then, let's have a look up here. A bit of a drain on copper. Might just increase that, actually. So I reckon, yeah. Well, actually here, this is the reason why. 3 of my miners have gone out. So we need to replace them and get the the capacity back up again of this this system. Make sure we keep the coal flowing. Not the coal, the what's its face, the copper. If we don't have the copper, we're gonna struggle because our circuits and all of that take a lot of copper. No, we're talking astronomical amounts of copper. All right, so that should it should get the copper further down the line here. I notice, oh, that's not a bad idea actually. Just to flick it onto the inside track, so that down here they can place it on the outside, which double loads our track through the through the system. Now this, I've restricted that to that. Okay, that's alright. What we're going to do is just put, I'm trying to think ahead a little bit, and I'm going to need some piercing rounds. So what we'll do is we will place down a requester chest right here, and we're going to request in steel and copper. Steel plate by 100 and copper by 100. And what we'll do is, yep, that's fine, that's good. We will just increase the intelligence a little bit and tell him to only work when there is less than, oh, what's a good number here? I reckon 250 is probably a good number. Okay, so there we go. That's that. We'll just throw in that 100 there. Okay, and now that's going to do the whole ammo thing. And what I'll actually do is do that, and I'll pick this up and do that. And I'll actually, that's probably not the brightest idea I've ever had. Yeah, that'll work. I'll come back in a little while and pick up my my ammo when it builds. Now the blueprint. Let's have a look here. Need to place it down. Well, I probably need to expand these things a little bit. Both my power generation, my oil pumping, oil pump jackness, call it what you will. All these things I need to do. Let's throw down another blueprint down here. This will be good. That'll do nice. Probably not the best place for it, but if we don't like it, we can always pick it up and put it somewhere else, which is the beauty of blueprints. Okay, there we go. These power plants that I'm sticking down are pretty sizable. They give pretty good production. I think it's in the neighbourhood of, well, actually, hang on a minute. I can't tell. 60. I think it's in the neighbourhood of about a megawatt of power they crunch out. So pretty good, really. Now, well, that's tapped out, which is nice. Pick that up. They're going flat out, which is good. We just need to place another one or two down here. Oh, turret shooting speed, that's nice. So what is the next research we need to do? Well, let's do that one. Okay, let's place that down there. We will just shift click these down. Get the robots to build them at their leisure. Okay, so these aren't connected to anything, which means I'm going to throw down a big power pole and it's not going to quite reach. That is extremely irritating. Okay, so we'll just place that there. We'll move this big power pole over because it'll reach further. Oh, actually, no, I can't. Is there an optimal place to put it? Can we place it so that it picks up all three? Damn it, no, we can't. Fine, I'll fix it. Done. Job done. Okay, so all of these is right now. Those accumulators are just drawing on the steam engines, and it looks like you know, as that falls, you know, it just kicks over nicely. We've got a gigajoule of accumulator capacity, which is nice. We're going to need that when big attacks come in. Let's just stamp down another 1 or 2. Yeah, 2 will do nice. Power pole, done. Ooh, not enough power or solar panels. That's not ideal. Catch up, damn it. So what we'll do is we'll come up here and we'll actually deconstruct some of them. Just the random ones we've got plonked down in odd spots. Like these ones. Because these can be reutilized. And I put all these down when I was really panicking about the whole having no power thing. So I can pick these up now that we're in a better spot power wise. We can get rid of that and rid of that. Rid of these and rid of these. Okay, that's that. We've got a good bit of space up here. We could possibly throw some things down. Now, what's that look like? There we go. Just clearing that in advance. Now, that's being attacked down there. Rightio. I think that'll probably do it for this episode. We'll just set some research going. Flammables. Yeah, I reckon we need this to get alien technology. So let's set this to research. Yeah, so thank you for joining me in this episode. I'll see you for the next one. And I don't know what I'll do yet. I've got my processing units building, which is nice. So we're working our way up the chain. Trying to get to more and more advanced technology and eventually rocket defense. I'm thinking that I might actually start thinking about a train of some description. I don't really need it because I've got everything I need for the moment. But yeah, perhaps we'll go on the offensive. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go on the offensive next episode. So I'll see you then, and thank you for joining me for this one.